So I yesterday discussed about how a person can uh, take IBS in his life. Like some people take it like this is a problem and it needs some science or medical treatment. Some people think that it is a problem and that is a suffering. Some people think that it is a problem, it is a suffering, and I need to come out of IBS. And some people have already started coming out of IBS, knowing that this has to be a problem which needs to be treated medically and that needs to be treated spiritually. So there are many kind of people and they have their own perceptions and that's okay. Today I'm going to discuss basically the reasons or the root cause that a person might get inflicted with IBS. So there are many things. This IBS disease is not genetic, like it is not carried forward. A person might suffer with little symptoms of it because his mindset, because like in on earth we are all magnetically pulled. So whatever our thought processes, we get those kind of parents. So it might that we have that thought process already. We might have unknowingly suffered from IBS now again because we did not dig deep in for our purpose. Now we are again getting attracted to people who are having more severe IBS, and we take birth, and it the symptoms started to appear maybe when we are getting little older or little younger. Then these symptoms start to appear. So, but it is not genetics. It does not transfers to generation. But if a person is born and he later gets an IBS, it's his moral responsibility to treat IBS. Otherwise, in next birth, he might be again attracted to the parents who might have will be having the IBS, and every time things will be going on and discussing these kind of things only. So it will be again a time waste of your life on earth. So few possible reasons for having IBS is like I yesterday already said that you might have some kind of illicit things in your life. It can be illicit way of earning money. It can be your illicit relationships. It can be uh, maybe you were too rash, or you used to take decisions which were really not good for your family members, or like I try to write things. So maybe so you might be having like maybe till your young age you will be having perfect health, but suddenly you are discovered with IBS. So this might have happened because you were maybe very dominant in the things you used to do without caring about others. You might have been very rash and violent. You might be, and your current lifestyle may be also one of those reasons, but that is not a accurate reason. It may be something related to your karma. And why not everyone is getting infected with IBS? It's because IBS is, I was studying the facts or figures. So we have around 700, uh, what should I say, in crores or billion people, and 850 million people are inflicted with IBS. Now, so these people, some of them are hopeful and some of them are very like they have completely lost their hope and are suffering from IBS from such a long time that they do not think that they will be able to recover, but everything in this life is in your hand. If you agree to this point, then things will start changing. So, coming back to the topic, I was saying that you might have earned your you might be having earnings from kind of black money. You are selling something which is not good for spiritual growth. Maybe you are doing, I'm sorry, uh, you might be doing something which is very easy to do, and that's how you earn the money because you think you do not have any other capabilities. It might be a body shopping. Some of these nowadays people are doing, especially some women are doing body shopping, and they earn their money via this. And this is one of that black money because they are misusing their body for earning money or having earnings, so to live. So this comes back as a karma sometimes. So it might be illicit ways of earning money, it may be illicit relationships. So these are some of the causes. And I was discussing why IBS does not inflict everybody who is doing this, because you have a characteristic as a soul. Each person who has a every person has some characteristics, and his soul has some characteristics. I feel from my personal experience that a really innocent and a good soul, if he or she, a person, is involved in illicit kind of things, then he might get inflicted with IBS. That's my understanding. Your soul quality is might be much pure than a person, than others. So that's why God is giving you indication that, buddy, go ahead and get your things fixed because you have some greater purpose to serve here on earth. So this was number one reason. Number two reason is that you might be having some bad past karmic destiny. You might have made people to suffer. You might have made people shamed. You might have like insulted people. Now, what what comes in IBS? IBS gives you a lot of shame. So it might be a previous birth karmic account that you might have done shame to others. So this shame is coming back as a karmic account in your life, in your this life as IBS, because uh, it's a rule of universe that whatever we will do the things, move the things in the way we are doing, things will come back to us. So your past karmic destiny might be one of the reasons that you might have having something which you were able to hide in that lifetime and you did wrong, and you were able to live that life happily, but now you're born with IBS because that past karmic account was unsettled and now it is getting settled via IBS disease. This is one of the reason. Number fourth reason, number three reason is that you had an untreated IBS and you suffered from it. You never tried to understood what is the real problem. You're again born with IBS, and maybe more severe. That can be one reason. Number fourth reason is ancestral problems. So we all have our great great grandparents, great grandparents, and now they have died, and you never know where they went. And according to your country, according to your geography, these people are maybe not able to leave this plane of like what is between. See, there are certain levels. When we die, we reach to that level. If we are not able to reach that level, then we are stuck, and these stuck people, they need help. It is help from us they need. in forms of prayers, that to pray for them so that they can come out and just move forward. But sometimes we did not have much connection with our grandparents, great grandparents, and great great grandparents, and they are suffering there from long, long time. And that suffering makes them very angry, and they want you to suffer so that you can understand, you can dig in, you can find out what is something which I am really missing in my life. And that one missing thing, may be because some spirits are stuck, and those spirits are related to you, they are depending on you to make their journey faster. And yes, they have the power to inflict pain in you, because guess what, humans are just the the people who cannot bear pain. They can forget happiness, they can forget happiness moments, they can forget their enjoyment, they can do whatever they say, but if a pain is inflicted to them, they cannot forget. It's their habit not of for not forgetting pains is the way the universe operates, because a person sitting there stuck in a realm where he should not be is inflicting you pain. And that is some of the reasons why you are having an unhandled IBS in your life. And symptoms appear, they disappear, but you never know. You always look for medical help, you always look for something which is external. You think that this food is not going to suit you, and you keep doing that, but you did not try to look dig deep into you. So I would say that what is the solution of this problem, specifically this problem? You can always pray for all the departed souls whom you know and have been your really good friends, because on earth there are different ways people have might have relationship, but you never know which soul was really important to you. It's only when a person dies, then he comes to know that, oh man, I was this son is literally my son in every birth, and or this my soul partner is my real uh, enemy who came to this earth because I wanted to he want me to make me suffer because I had some past uh, problem where I inflicted so much pain to him. So he might have come as a soulmate, not a soulmate, but as a spouse, and he's inflicting pain on you. So exact relationships are known on spiritual plane. On earth, they might appear as a brother, sister, wife, father. So so you need what you can do to fix this problem is that you can pray for the people who have departed, who had suddenly died, and you know them. And this is one of the most strongest technique you can come out of your IBS. While I was telling 4 or 5 reasons, but this is one is really important because most of the people do not take notice to this reason. And we have a moral responsibility to pray for the people, to pray for us, to the pray to the people who have departed, to ask them strength, to pray for them to have a much better speed, much better growth there wherever they are stuck. So this is our one responsibility which we might be missing for so long time, and that's why IBS is coming. Now, again, there are few things which might cause IBS, and one of this is really which you don't know is the house number which you're living might cause a problem. You might have not changed your house from long time, and you might be lucky having one house which is permanent at good prominent position, but this house number is again and again giving you the pain without you knowing it, that this numbers can cause pain. A house number can cause pain. Yes, a house number can definitely cause pain if it is like having a, a heavy number. Like we know that house numbers are most of the house numbers. If you try to add total numbers, it will reduce to 1 to 9. Like if the house number is 102, so 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. If the house number is 908, 9 plus 0 plus 8 is 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. So you need to check that this house number is not 7, 8, or 9, because the higher, the heavier is the house number, more is the pain you might have got inflicted into it. It is your unconscious chosen decision to live there, and that's why you're suffering. For the seven number, if a like, but it is not like the case that it will be bad for every person. Like, if a person is living in a seven number house and if he is a doctor, then seven house number is related to medical field. So if a person is doing a practice good in medicine, is a doctor, then seven number house is going to suit him. But if you're not a doctor, if you're not a person who is in medicines, who is not in pharma, then if you're living there, you might have to go to hospital, you might have to go to doctors visiting there. So this house number inflicts pain in you. Most people do not really look into this fact that house number can cause a issue. So look carefully your house number, and house chooses. We do not choose house. These subtle things are so strong that you will be amazed when if you're living in a house for a long long time and you have that facility to change your number and to make it more lighter, you will automatically get lighter and you will have superb health benefits. But that depends on your astrological and numerology also. But I'll suggest you that 1 to 6 house numbers are good. 7 to 9 numbers, house numbers, need to be chosen very carefully. So this might be one of the reasons for suffering from untreated IBS. Uh, Another reason is like your surroundings. Like, you have been living in an area where graveyard is very near, or maybe your house is constructed in a place where there was a previous graveyard. Now you might not be having this idea, but there are subtle energies always in action there, and these energies can impact you unconsciously. They will never consciously, or they will be never seen, but you will have unconscious or disease, or it they can give, like, they are suffering here. So they want you to either connect to them so that their suffering can end, or either they want you to connect with you so that they can inflict pain, because their pain is becoming unbearable to the place they are stuck. So just watch the the area, the geography where you are living. At least 4 to 5 kilometers, uh, there should not be any graveyard. If there is a graveyard, that can cause a problem and can elevate your IBS 100%. So so that is one of the reasons. So I gave you like 7 8 reasons. One was illicit ways of earning money, then it was illicit relationships, then it was violent, dominant, and rash history currently of this life. Then another one was having the previous life history of IBS, suffering from it, not able to recover from it, again coming back, magnetic pulled. Then another reason was like, you are wasting your time right now and You had a bigger purpose to serve. IBS is a jerk where God wants you to wake up and do some better things in life than past karmic destiny. I told you, you might have inflicted pain or suffering or shame to other people's, and that is coming back to you. Then ancestral problems, I said. Then I said house number. Then I said your surrounding areas. So these might be some of the root causes. And another root cause is that you do not spend too much of time on with you. That is also a root cause. You are having a very monotonous and hard life, maybe because you want to, uh, you are not in the position to earn well, or maybe you're not in position to have that freedom and your job is very hard. Some people do have hard job, but not everybody suffers from IBS. So I would say that IBS suffering people are mostly very, very good souls, and they what they need in their life is hope. What they need in their life is they should not depend only on external factors. They should also look deep into their lifestyle, their they should become more aware of their family history, their their uh, their existence, their surroundings, their way of earning money, their relationships. Are you need to ensure that you are not cheating on your spouse, because this cheating might bring you the pain of IBS. Also, I whenever I say that lifestyle, I say that please do not drink or please do not consume non-veg, because there is certain ways, because these souls are pure, very pure. IBS suffering souls are pure, and uh, God does not inflict pain. He This is a way universe gives you warnings that you need to come out and help people instead of just consuming your life for entertainment and materialism. IBS can be a, a opportunity in your life to make it better. It depends totally on you. Like for me, I had IBS and had really, really bad IBS, and I was not able to get my social life, my personal life, my professional life, everything was suffering. But when I started digging in, I was I was literally able to make progress by zero point 0.1, zero point 0.1 every day. I will look into, I will dig, I'm sorry, I will look for my actions. I will look for my choices day to day basis. I will look how truthful I am. The real happiness comes when what you speak, what you think, and what you do has a harmony. Yes, if you speak something, if you do something, and if you think something else, that is the thing when you have started misusing your life. If you want to enjoy the health benefits in life, and this gyan or this knowledge is coming now, because this is the right time to do that. Whatever you do, whatever you think, and whatever you speak, there should be harmony. And this harmony, once established, is generating or creating a turbulence that will make your body super energetic, super energetic. You have a purpose. If you have IBS, definitely you have a purpose. You are a very good soul, and you have come here for serving that purpose. Just rise from your IBS and treat it, and you will become a superhuman. You will not only heal your IBS, you will heal the IBS for others. You will give them hope. So don't make IBS your stagnant point. Show courage, do harmony, and just overcome it. And just be committed to whatever you do, and you will be able to beat IBS for sure. But nothing is magical. Universe takes test in patience. Your patience is the key. You might not see result in 2 days, 3 days, 365 days, 100 days. Oh sorry, 1 year, 2 year, but as long you keep clearing it, keep clearing your spiritual pollution, you will definitely come out of it. And the truth is that somebody who is saying that he recovered from IBS in 20 days, it's not possible. He's fake. If he says that he recovered from IBS 2 months, fake. IBS, if he's saying that he is from IBS, IBS operates from here, mind. It does not. It it causes pain in your digestive system. It causes nausea. It causes diarrhea. It causes constipation. But it operates from here. If you fix things here, you do correct thought process. You set up harmony with your thoughts, with your actions, and with your words. You will become superhuman. Superhuman. You will be easily able to treat IBS for yourself, and you will set inspiration to the people. Inspiration. So that is today what I had to share you. Tomorrow again I will come up with something new, because I believe that universe is guiding me. It's setting me in the right ways to treat IBS for the people, and I'm on a mission. I don't know this person who is watching me, but if you are a person who is having IBS, I would say that